हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द वीडियो सीरीज ऑफ क्लास 10th आईटी, जहाँ पे हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे स्प्रेडशीट इंटरमीडिएट। एंड टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस टू वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक ऑफ द स्प्रेडशीट. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट द टॉपिक. So the very first topic which we are going to discuss is apply cell and range names. So first let us know that what is the purpose of this option, and then we will discuss how to use this purpose in our spreadsheet. So this assigning range name is basically used for quickly locating specific cells. Okay, and how we can quickly locate specific cells? We can locate any specific cell quickly by defining particular name to the cells. So this is basically useful when we are working with large spreadsheets. For example, if we are having a list of grocery and we want to find out the price of some specific categories, then what we can do, we can first define name for those categories and then we can perform the calculation. So if we want to quickly locate any particular cells, then we have to use this option, define name. So let us discuss that how to use this option. So let me tell you that from where we will get this option. So we are having one example that we are having some grocery list here and the list items are mixed up. Now suppose we want to find out the price of only fruits, then what we can do here? We can first give name to all the fruits item, and after giving name we can find out total price or whatever calculation we want to do. We can do all the calculations on those cells, but first we have to define names to those cells. And to apply range names, we will get the option under the tab formula. Name of the group is define names. Okay, and we have to choose the option define name under define names group, which is available under formula tab. तो नॉर्मली ये ऑप्शन हम लोग तभी यूज़ करते हैं जब एक लार्ज स्प्रेडशीट होता है जहाँ पे हमें किसी स्पेसिफिक सेल को क्विकली लोकेट करना होता है, तब हम ये ऑप्शन चूज़ करते हैं. तो इसे हम कैसे प्रैक्टिकली परफॉर्म करेंगे, लेट अस सी. सो ऑलरेडी हियर यू कैन सी दैट here we are having one sheet bit, and you can see I'm having here list of items with their prices. Now what you have to do, suppose we want to find the total price of all the fruits item. What we will do, we will select the price. You can see here I am clicking on the price of this fruit item. This is the first fruit item. Now after clicking, I am pressing control button simultaneously. Okay, so that is not visible to you, but you can see that here I have selected the price of apple because we are going to define name for all the fruit items. So first let us select the price for apple. Then I have pressed control button and keep pressing it and select rest of the prices of fruit items. Then we will select grapes, then we will select banana, then we will select cherry. Okay, and all the fruit items we have selected. Then you can release your control button from the keyboard. Now where we have to move, we have to go to the formulas tab. Under formula tab you can see here define names group is there, and here we have to choose define name option. Okay, so go to define name and here give any name to the cells that we have selected. So since we have selected the category of fruits only, let us give name here fruit. Okay, now press OK. Okay, this name is already taken. Let us take only fruit. Okay, now suppose we want to find out that how many money we have spent in purchasing of fruits item, then we can find out that sum equal to, directly we can write name, the new name that we have given to the our selected cells, and the name which we have defined is fruit. Okay, then just close the parenthesis and press enter. It will calculate sum of all the fruits. Here you can see 120 is the result. We can check here also. This is 40 plus 45, 85, then here plus 1500 and plus 20, 120. Similarly, suppose that if you want to add vegetables only, then basically what we have to do, we have to define name for vegetable items. So similarly we will do what we will do, we will select the price of potato and we will keep pressing the control button. Then we will select any other item is there, then we will select cauliflower, and then we will select lettuce, chili, and then again we will go to formula tab is already selected, define names group is here, we will go for define names, okay, and give any name to this one. Okay, suppose in short I am giving vegetable. Okay, then press OK, and suppose we want to find out the total price which we have spent for vegetables, then here you have to write sum and the defined name that we have given, it was veg, and then press enter. So you can see 115 is here, 50 for potato, here this is 80 and plus 35, 115. Okay, so this was the use of define name option. Okay, so generally this one is used when we are having huge amount of data in our spreadsheet. When our spreadsheet is very large and we want to locate any specific cell, तब हम यूज़ करते हैं इस define name option को. अब चलो हम सीखते हैं दूसरा बहुत interesting option. तो the second one very interesting option is charts that are available in spreadsheet. So in today's video we will also discuss that how to draw charts from the spreadsheet values and what are the different types of chart, how we can modify it, and how we can format our chart. So basically when we are talking about chart, what is the meaning of charts? So it is a graphical representation of data. ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ डेटा की क्यों ज़रूरत पड़ती है? क्योंकि हम ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन से ईजिली चीज़ें अंडरस्टूड कर पाते हैं, उससे हम डेटा आसानी से एनालिसिस कर पाते हैं. ओके, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम सिंबल्स यूज़ करते हैं, बार्स यूज़ करते हैं, लाइंस यूज़ करते हैं, स्लाइसेस यूज़ करते हैं, और विदाउट गोइंग थ्रू द डेटा वी कैन ईजिली एनालाइज द डेटा. तो फॉर द डेटा एनालिसिस पर्पस these graphical representations are very important. Okay, so a chart can represent tabular numeric data, functions, or some kinds of qualitative structures. So here our spreadsheet will enable us to create, modify, format charts based on the data given in the spreadsheet. So if data is with us, on the basis of data we can create our chart, we can modify the chart, and we can format the chart. Now let us see from where we will have this option. So this option is available under the tab insert, and name of the group is charts. Okay, let us discuss once again. Name of the tab is insert tab and name of the group is charts. Okay, so let us start creating chart from our data. Okay, this one is sheet where we are having expenses of different things in different months. Okay, you can see here that we are having expenses of grocery, electricity bill, telephone bill, house rent, traveling in different months. Okay, now we want to draw particular chart. We are having different types of chart, so we will draw one by one all the charts using these details. Okay, so first what you have to do, you have to select your expenses, and as I told you that we have to go to insert tab, and under insert tab you can see under charts group we are having different numbers of different types of charts available here. Okay, so I am telling you here 3 types of chart, rest of the charts can be tried by yourself. Okay, so let us have first the column chart. That is the most familiar chart. We have already seen this one. Here you can see we are having chart. If you can observe that once we have drawn the chart, here 3 extra tabs are visible now. I can show you. I am undoing this one and you can see that these 3 charts will remain unavailable to us. Let me undo this one. See, we are having tabs up to only view. As soon as we will insert the chart, we will have 3 new tabs available here. Okay, let us insert the chart. I am inserting this column chart. It is also okay. Now you can see here we are having 3 tabs available. Okay, so first one is design tab, which will tell you that which design you want. Okay, you can choose any one from this one as per your choice. Okay, I'm going with this one. And what is about layout? Now you can see better here, lot of labels, lot of elements are there. Okay, let me tell you what does these elements mean. Okay, coming back to here, I can show here that a chart is having different elements. Okay, so here you can see that bete, this is known as legend. Okay, you can see here the first one, the whole area is known as chart area. If you can see, the whole area is known as chart area. Okay, and the second one, this space is known as plot area. The whole this rectangle shape is known as chart area, and this specific area is plot area. Now these points are known as data points that are plotted in the chart. Okay, this is horizontal axis, this is vertical axis, and this one is legend. Okay, because here we are comparing the different values, so these legends are very important because the color will tell you that which value is being displayed in this particular chart. So this is known as legend. And here chart axis and axis title is I will tell you that how to add axis title also. So these are the different terms, different elements of chart. Let us see how we can change the layout. So once we have inserted this one, you can change the design from choosing the design tab, and we can go to the layout option also. Here you can see that we don't have any title to our chart, so you can increase or decrease the size of your chart as well. Now suppose we want to give a particular title to our chart, so we have to choose any option. Okay, this will tell you the position where your title will be displayed. Okay, so as per your choice you can choose any option. So here title, let us give the title expense details. Now you can see that title is already displayed. Now the second one is axis titles. Here we have given title to our chart. You can give the title to your axis also. We are having 2 axes, x-axis and y-axis. So the elements you can define under layout section, and under format section again you can change these types of formatting. Okay, so let me tell you about this axis titles. Okay, let us add title to horizontal axis, and then we will add title to vertical axis. Okay, so basically what our horizontal axis, x-axis tells with it tells about what are the categories. Okay, let us give any name. As per your choice you give any names. Okay, so this was x-axis, and again let us give it for y-axis. So we want it to be vertical, so yes, we will go for vertical title. Give any name. Let us give expenses. Okay, so we have given title to our x-axis and y-axis. Okay, and then what else is there? Legend. These are legend. Okay, if you want to do anything, if you want to change the position, you can change here accordingly. Okay, now let us choose one by one. This is the default one, so it will remain as it is here. Now see, okay, we have to change the size. Okay, here the legend is getting overlapped with our chart title, so this is not the suitable place. Okay, let us change its position. Here the legend come at the left side, here it will come at the bottom. Okay, so as per your choice you can choose the position for your legends. By default it will come at the right side of your chart. Okay, now here data labels are there, so let us select any one center. Okay, so here you can see that the data labels, what are the expenses values that was not visible, now all will be displayed here, and positions can be set by you as per your requirement. Okay, so and the next one is data label. So if you want to display it, you can select it, show data label. So whatever data was here, it will be displayed here. Okay, so let us not take this one, we will select for none. Okay, and again we don't want data labels also, let us select it none. Okay, so this is the overall display of our columns chart. You may change it. Okay, if you want to change the type of chart, you can also change it. Suppose for that you have to go to design. Okay, so change chart type, we have selected this one. Okay, so you may change your chart type also. If you want to select line, let us go for line chart. Okay, so here you are having different types of line chart. Let us take this one and let us press this one, it will be changed to the line chart. Okay, and rest of the thing will remain same. Already we have assigned title to the chart, we have assigned x-axis, y-axis. Okay, so now we are having line chart. Again, if you want to modify this one, you want to change the type of the chart, suppose you want to take pie chart. Okay, so you can choose here pie chart, and here different types of pie charts are available. Suppose I want to take this one is 3D, this one is 2D. So again, as per your requirement, you can choose any type of your pie chart. Now you can see here we are having legends here, and since this one is pie chart, there is no need for x-axis and y-axis. You can easily it is very obvious that since this is pie chart, we are having in form of slices, then there is no role of x-axis and y-axis. So we are having title here, we are having legends here. You can go to layout and you can see that what else we can add. Chart title is already added, legend is already there. Okay, data labels we can add, let us insert data labels. So you can see here data labels are added. Okay, so these are the most important, most useful charts that we can use in our spreadsheet. So all these were elements of our chart. Now let me tell you what are the different types of chart. So it depends on you that what types of representation, what types of visual representation you want from your data. Accordingly you have to choose your chart type. जिस तरह का आप डेटा से आप अपना चार्ट टाइप चाहते हो, वो आपको बहुत ही केयरफुली चूज़ करना पड़ता है. सो फॉर एग्जांपल बार चार्ट की जब हम बात करते हैं तो ये तब हम यूज़ करते हैं जब हम कंपैरिजन करते हैं बिटवीन आइटम्स एट अ फिक्स्ड पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. ओके, सो normally bar chart is used for comparison between items at a fixed period of time. And column charts, unlike bar chart, it is different from bar chart, is used to often compare वेरिएशन ऑफ ओवर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. मतलब कितना वेरी हुआ एक समय से दूसरे समय पे, इस चीज़ को जानने के लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं कॉलम चार्ट. देन थर्ड वन इज़ लाइन चार्ट. इट इज़ यूज टू शोज द रिलेशनशिप ऑफ द चेंजेस इन द डेटा ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. तो हमने ऐसा ही डेटा लिया था जो कि ये सारे चार्ट्स के ऊपर आराम से वो इम्प्लीमेंट हो सकता था, इसलिए हमने डेटा वैसा ही चूज़ किया था. अगेन पाई चार्ट, ये इसमें क्या होता है, ये रिलेशनशिप बताता है स्लाइसेस में, स्लाइसेस ऑफ द होल. ओके, एंड एरिया चार्ट शोज द रिलेटिव इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ वैल्यूज ओवर द टाइम. स्कैटर चार्ट्स आपको स्कैटरिंग पॉइंट्स दिखेंगे और दोज पॉइंट्स विल नॉट बी कनेक्टेड. आई कैन शो यू दिस वन. सपोज लेट अस चेंज दिस वन design. We will go for change type, and when we will go for scatter chart, you can see some points. Okay, and those points will not be connected with the straight line. If those points will be connected to the straight line, your chart will become line chart. And if the markers are not connected by the line, it means we are having scatter chart. तो यहाँ पे you can see the some scattering is there. Okay, let me remove the data labels so you can see. Here you can see that January, this diamond shape is for January, this is for February, this is for March, this is April. But for this particular data, this scatter chart is should not be used. I'm just telling you that what it will look like, but for this particular data, this is not suggested for you to use scatter chart. Scatter chart is basically used to find out the distribution, how much density is at any particular situation. Okay, so beta, this was all about our defining names and inserting charts, and very important topic as well as very interesting topic. So I hope all the things are understood by all of you, and if you find my video useful, then please like it, share it and subscribe it. Thank you for watching.